Hi friends, welcome once again. I hope all of you are fine. Today now we are going to discuss the newly added portion for GATE 2021 in mass transfer operation, that is membrane separation. So our syllabus is, that is membrane separation. Membrane separation. And we need to discuss four concepts: microfiltration, microfiltration, ultrafiltration, ultrafiltration, nanofiltration, nanofiltration, and reverse osmosis. And reverse osmosis. Is it clear? We will go step by step. First, we will understand what do we mean by membranes, what do we mean by membrane separation, what is its use in industries, why do we need for this such type of separation, the numericals, the formulas related to these concepts, the background. We need to discuss all these things. We will go step by step. Is it clear? So write down first introduction. Then we will discuss types of membrane. As we know that separation, separations by the use of membranes, separation by the use of membranes are becoming separations by the use of membranes are becoming increasingly increasingly important in the process industries, and we can say it is a relatively new process as compared to the conventional one. In this relatively in this relatively new separation process, so the membrane the membrane acts as a semi-permeable barrier, a semi-permeable barrier, semi-permeable barrier, and separation occurs by the membrane controlling, by the membrane, by the membrane controlling the rate of movement, the rate of movement of various molecules of various molecules between two liquid phases between two liquid phases between two liquid phases or two gas phases. It is also possible a liquid phase and a gas phase, a liquid and a gas phase, and a gas phase. Is it clear? Two liquid phases, two gas phases, or a liquid and a gas phase. As we know that the two fluid phases, the two fluid phases, the two fluid phases are usually miscible, are usually miscible, and the member and the membrane barrier and the membrane barrier prevents actual ordinary hydrodynamic flow. Hydrodynamic flow. Now we will classify the membrane first, then we will proceed. If someone will ask that what do we mean by membrane? So what do you understand by membrane? I am asking a simple question that what do we mean by membrane? Sir, it is a porous medium. It is a polymer type filter. Okay. So write down first membrane. What do we mean by membrane? First, we need to understand about the membrane. So write down a membrane is a membrane is a thin barrier. A membrane is a thin barrier placed between two phases. Placed between two phases. Placed between two phases or mediums. Placed between two phases or mediums, which allows which allows one or more constituents one or more constituents one or more constituents to selectively selectively pass from one medium to another pass from one medium to another one medium to another in the presence of in the presence of an appropriate driving force in the presence of an driving force appropriate driving force appropriate driving force while retaining the rest while retaining the rest, while retaining the rest. So this is the definition of membrane. So a membrane is a thin barrier placed between two phases or two mediums which allows one or more constituents to selectively pass from one medium to another in the presence of a driving force while retaining the rest. Is it clear? Just try to understand. Suppose one phase is this one, second phase is this one, and this is between these two phases. This one is membrane. Is it clear? Now we will choose according to the application that we need to pass this type of material, and maybe both phases. This is liquid. This is liquid. Maybe this is gas. This is gas. Maybe this is gas. This is liquid. So we have these three cases. Is it clear? So a membrane is a thin barrier placed between two phases or mediums which allows one or more constituents to selectively pass from one medium to another in the presence of an appropriate driving force while retaining the rest. Is it clear? That's why sometimes you use one term that I also use one term, or I am going to use one term which is that semi permeable. What is the meaning of semi permeable? That's why it is called semi permeable or permeable. Write down. That's why a membrane. That's why a membrane used for separation a mixture, used for separation a mixture, for separation a mixture is called semi permeable. Is called semi permeable. That's why it is known as semi-permeable. Next point. Remember starting classes of the mass transfer. When I started just mass transfer. So I told you three methods of separation. Can you repeat those three methods? Any one of you? I told you three methods to separate. And in mass transfer operation, we explained one in an elaborate manner. Just try to remember. Again, you are going in right direction. Those two methods, adding solvent or supply, that comes under a special case. I told you three cases, not direct, indirect. Try to remember something. And I told you that out of these three in our gate syllabus we have one, and this one is going to add. Just try to remember. So I told you direct contact, indirect contact, and the membrane one. Is it clear? So sir, we are going in forward direction, but we are going to delete backward one. So write down next point. Contrary to the contrary to the conventional mass transfer, contrary to the conventional mass transfer, contrary to the conventional mass transfer operations, conventional mass transfer operations, the two phases, the two phases between which between which transfer takes place, between which transfer of one or more species, one or more species occurs, are not in direct contact, are not in direct contact in membrane separation. In membrane separation. In membrane separation. Is it clear? In membrane separation. Is it clear? Is it clear? Membrane separation. Now we will understand some basic term. What do we mean by permeate, retentate? Write down next point. Write down next point. I hope up to this point, two things should be clear. What do we mean by membrane? And what is the basic difference between the conventional mass transfer operation and this one? So write down next point. In a membrane separation process, in a membrane, in a membrane separation process, in a membrane separation process, a feed consisting, a feed consisting of a mixture of, a feed consisting of a mixture of two or more components, mixture of two or more components, mixture of two or more components is partially separated by, is partially, is partially separated means of a, by means of a semi permeable barrier, by means of a semi permeable barrier, and we know that this semi permeable barrier is known as semi permeable barrier, that is known as membrane, that is known as membrane, through which, through which some species, through which some species move faster than others, move faster than others. First, we will understand the common terminology related to this one. Draw this diagram. Assume this one is membrane, this one is membrane, This is feed mixture. In 99% books, you will get only this terminology, only feed mixture. But there may be sweep, but that is optional. That's why in 99% book they skip that one. That is sweep, and this one is optional. Write down in bracket. Can you tell me this one is known as? It is our general membrane process. It is our general membrane process. Can you tell me this one is known as the upper one? It is known as retentate. This one is known as retentate. RETEN. Retentate. Or we can say it is reject, concentrate, or one more word we can use residue. Retentate, reject, concentrate, or residue. And this one is known as permeate. Or we can say there are, we can classify like that. Suppose I have this membrane, and this is feed. Something is going to pass out and something is going to retain. That is not going to pass through it. So this one is retented and this one is permeate. As in filtrate, this one is filtrate and this one is deposited solids, like that, just to make you understand. I hope this diagram should be clear to each and every student. Is it clear up to this point? Is this diagram clear to each and every student? Yes, no? That feed, we have a feed, and with feed we have permeate and retentate. Very good, very good, very good. I need that momentum. Very nice, very nice. Keep it up, keep it up. Very good. Is it clear? So write down the most general, the most general membrane process, the most general membrane process is shown in above figure, is shown in above figure, is shown in above figure, where the where the part of a where the feed mixture, where the feed mixture is separated into, where a feed mixture is separated into a, is separate into a retentate. Retentate is a that part that is not going to pass through. Retentate means we need to understand three terms. One is feed mixture, retentate, That part of field retentate. That part of field that does not. That does not pass through the membrane. That does not pass through the membrane. That does not the pass through the membrane. And a permeate. And a permeate. That part of a field. That part that does pass through the membrane. That does pass through the membrane. That does the pass through the membrane. I hope all these three things should be clear. What do we mean by membrane? What is feed mixture? What is retentate? And what is permeate? Write down next point. Although the feed retentate, the feed retentate and permeate are usually liquid or gas. Are usually liquid or gas. Are usually liquid or gas. In bioprocess, in bioprocess, solid particles may also present, but we need to discuss only liquid one. In bioprocess, solid particles may also be present. Solid particles may also be present. Stop. The barrier the barrier is most often the barrier is most often a thin non-porous non-porous polymeric film but may also be but may also be porous polymer but may also be porous polymer, ceramic or metal material or even a liquid, gel or gas. Is it clear? We need to maintain the selectivity also, selectivity of the membrane. So to maintain selectivity, to maintain selectivity, the barrier, the barrier must not dissolve. The barrier must not dissolve, disintegrate, disintegrate or break. To maintain selectivity, the barrier must not dissolve, disintegrate, or break. Now, one question should be in your mind, sir. What do you mean by sweep? So, what do you mean by sweep? And what is the use of sweep? Sir, we know sweeper. Hai. So, what is the work of sweeper? To clean the things. So, here, what is the use of sweep? And what do we mean by sweep? Kritika, Pallavi, Pratik, Arvind, Gaurav, Siddharth, Lokesh, Supti, Sahej, Utkarsh, Paras, Nikhil, Ganesh, Utkarsh. What is the use of sweep? Write down one line about it. The optional sweep. The optional sweep is a liquid. Is a liquid or gas used to facilitate removal of the permeate. Removal of the permeate. And I have already told you that membrane separations processes are different from the conventional mass transfer. Or you can write 2 3 points also. In membrane separations, in membrane separations, the two products, the two products are usually miscible. The two products are usually miscible. The separating agent, the separating agent is a semi-permeable membrane barrier. Is a semi-permeable barrier. Is a semi-permeable barrier. Third one is a sharp separation. A sharp separation is often difficult. Is often difficult to achieve. Is often difficult to achieve. So thus we can say thus membrane separations. Thus membrane separations differ in some respects. Differs in some respects from the more common separation process. From the more common separation process. From the more common separation process or separation operations like distillation, liquid-liquid extraction operations of absorption, distillation, and liquid-liquid abstraction. Is it clear? All these things should be crystal clear to each and every student. Now we will classify. Write down next industrial membrane, industrial membrane separation process, industrial membrane separation processes. First, we have reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis. Can you tell me some practical examples of this reverse osmosis? This class is just introduction class about it. In reverse osmosis, like desalinization of brackish water, desalinization of brackish water, treatment of treatment of surface and groundwater. Nowadays, RO is present in every home or removal of alcohol from beer. Yes, sir, it is important for us. Removal of alcohol from beer. Second one, dialysis. Dialysis, that is separation of nickel sulfate from sulfuric acid, from sulfuric acid, hemodialysis. What is hemodialysis? Removal of removal of waste, removal of waste metabolites and excess body wastewater. Excess body wastewater. It is a medical application. Wastewater and restoration of electrolyte balance in blood. Electrolyte balance in blood. Third one we have electrodialysis. We have electrodialysis. In electrodialysis, production of table salt from seawater, from seawater. Second, concentration of brines from reverse osmosis. Treatment of wastewater, treatment of wastewater from electroplating, from electroplating. And there are so many examples. Production of ultra pure water for the semiconductor industry. Fourth one is microfiltration, microfiltration. Under microfiltration, sterilization of liquids, gases, and parenteral drugs. Clarification and biological stabilization of beverages, recovery, recovery of mammalian cells from cell culture, broth. Fifth one, ultrafiltration. Fifth one, ultrafiltration. In ultrafiltration, very famous, clarification of fruit juice or pre-concentration of milk before making cheese, before making cheese. Second, clarification of fruit juice, clarification of fruit juice, color removal from craft black liquor in paper industry, in paper making, or purification of recombinant proteins and DNA, proteins and DNA. Sixth one, pervaporation. We have dehydration of ethanol water azeotrope, ethanol water azeotrope, removal of water from organic solvents, from organic solvents, and removal of organics from water, removal of organics from water. Second last, gas permeation, gas permeation, like separation of CO2 and hydrogen from methane, from methane, separation of uranium isotopes, separation of uranium isotopes, recovery of helium. All these are examples of gas permeation. Recovery of methane from biogas, recovery of methane from biogas. Next, in similar manner, we can give small number of examples. Then liquid membranes, then liquid membrane, in liquid membrane we have recovery of zinc from wastewater, recovery of zinc from wastewater, in the viscose fiber industry, fiber industry, recovery of nickel, recovery of nickel from electroplating or electroplating solutions. Is it clear up to this point? So we need to discuss only which one? We need to discuss ultrafiltration, microfiltration, nanofiltration, and reverse osmosis. We need to discuss these 3 to 4 concepts. Is it clear? Microfiltration, ultrafiltration, and reverse osmosis. Is it clear up to this point? Or simple MF, UF, and NF? A non-porous, just one more point, a non-porous membrane is also called a dense membrane. A non-porous membrane is also called a dense membrane. Write anywhere or write down here a small point. We know that the membrane may be porous or non-porous. The membrane may be porous or non-porous. A non-porous membrane, a non-porous membrane is also called a dense membrane. Is also called a dense membrane. Tomorrow we will understand the driving force and etc. Is it clear? I hope up to this point each and every point should be crystal clear. So today we covered what do we understand by membrane separation process, how is it differ from the conventional mass transfer process, what do we mean by membrane, is it clear, why is it called semi permeable, what do we understand by feed mixture, sweep, retentate, permeate, is it clear, its industrial application, is it clear? I hope you enjoyed this session also. Is it clear? If there is any doubt up to this point, just ask without any hesitation. Very good. So keep learning, keep smiling, be happy, and soon we will finish it. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.